What's going on with all the enlightened ones? God's chosen people. I wanted to do a video response on a question that I've been getting a lot lately. And when I get overloaded with various emails, inboxes, DMs, and so forth, it's best that I just go live and break it all down for you. Because it seems like God's chosen ones are always going through similar hurdles, similar trials and tribulations. It's like we're all operating under one spirit and we're just on the same wavelength, you know what I mean? And a lot of brothers and sisters been hitting me up like, yo, Breed, man, a lot of my day ones, bruh, a lot of people I hold near and dear, not only did we part ways, but man, we become enemies, bro. Like Arch Nemesis, like to the point where, you know, it could be life or death. It could be a person's livelihood on the line. It could be a person's, you know, family situation on the line. A whole lot of things have been happening. And brothers and sisters want to know. And a lot of these people who are asking me this are people who are new to the channel, people who are just joining and really learning, you know what I'm saying? They're going through the red pill awakening right now. And they're noticing a lot of things. I mean, it's brothers and sisters from all walks of life. It's some people coming straight up off these streets. And some of their homeboys won't let them leave that life alone, go get a gig, and live set apart. It's like those brothers is trying to drag them back into the streets. And since brothers are headstrong enough to keep going on the righteous path, you got men out there getting their lives threatened by these 2/3 that's in these streets. And it's like, man, brothers is like, yo, why is this happening? You know, why are they becoming enemies? Well, you got to think about it. When you was doing whatever in these streets, when you was living a certain way, when you was at their beckoning call, when you was rushing to do things that really didn't serve your purpose, they was right there for you. They was right there for you. There was no issues either, right? And y'all got along just fine. Y'all was thick as thieves. But all of a sudden, now that you want to follow the scriptures, follow the Bible, brothers don't think that's fly to be doing something positive. And you got to understand, this is what it's all about, being, you know, being set apart with it. Hey, how y'all doing? All right, pretty good. Yeah, somebody says the 2/3 Agent Smiths. Somebody said, just like Satan turned against your own kind, maybe want all the power. Right, somebody said, how you know, come on, man, don't ask questions that's not regarding the topic. Let's get into it. Now, people want to know why their best friends are becoming arch nemesis, why they family are turning, why people are just flipping the script, man. What's going on in the world? And some people are like, bro, it's like the whole entire world done changed on me overnight, man. And all I've been doing is reading these scriptures, fasting, praying, you know, seeking repentance for my past deeds. And he's like, man, it's like when I go to certain places, I've had people tell me this. When they go to certain places like the workplace, when they go to family functions and gatherings, social functions, he's like, yo, people are just giving me a certain look. And this is part of the awakening. You start noticing certain things. I don't know if y'all noticed this, chosen ones, but when you started waking up, did you notice people were mean mugging? They was giving you like some kind of snarl, you know what I'm saying? They was looking at you like they hated you. Like, you don't even know why, but you can catch people in public. You just doing your thing, but you looking around, you vibing, you doing what you doing, rocking out. And then you just catch somebody out your peripherals and they just searing into you. Like they giving you this searing, looming look. And you like, man, what is that? I'm telling you, it's part of the awakening. Some people say they still do. Yeah, them goofy looks, you know what I'm saying? And there's some brothers that's waking up and sisters that's waking up to this truth and never ever witnessed that before. They never had that happen to them before. Like, yo, what is going on? Let me tell you. All right, chosen ones, you want to know why your friends, associates, colleagues, family, why people are really flipping the script, changing on you? Well, it's because since you're waking up, something's changing spiritually. It can be seen. It can be seen with the naked eye. See, now you have a new disposition. Now your countenance is elevating, whether you notice it or not. People around you do. You're not the same person you were. And when they look at you, they're looking at you from a spiritual vantage point, but it's coming from the left-hand side, if that makes sense. Meaning, whatever type of spirits they battling with, whatever type of demons that they struggling with, is threatened by your presence. You disturb their demons that's in them. And they're disturbed by that. And they like, yo, man, who this person think they are? You know what I'm saying? And they see that reflection and they like, damn, man. He used to be down with us. He used to be doing the same thing we was doing. And they don't like that because you elevating and you rising to them in their mind signifies them losing something. They feel like they're losing something. Although you elevating and growing should be open up doors, opportunity for other people to grow and learn. Because ain't that what's life about? Ain't life about developing and not being the same you were yesterday? Ain't life about changing? And when you change as a person, you should be able to lift your hand out or stick an olive branch out and pull others with you and take them on your journey with you because you've learned, right? You would think that's how life is supposed to be, but unfortunately, people don't want to do that. They rather destroy you because they feel like if they can keep you on that level, somehow they're gratified. Somehow they're validated. Somehow their life becomes easier. Somehow they feel like they're in the right if they could just keep you right where you are. And you know, this is the thing, man. You chosen ones got to know this as well. The reason why a lot of people are flipping the script and changing on you is because they cannot relate to you anymore. Just can't relate. They cannot relate to you anymore. It's okay. You got to understand, people grow apart. When you're developing, when you're learning new things, when you're ahead of your time and you're a visionary and you can see far beyond what meets the eye, it almost makes you unrelatable to a degree. And I know a lot of y'all have, you know, felt that. Like, when you come into this truth, something happens. You're able to almost conceive things that you're not supposed to be able to conceive. You're able to have certain downloads coming from the Most High. And what happens is you begin to move as a Renaissance person. Now, Renaissance people cause a lot of enemies. They're trailblazers. When people don't understand where they're coming from, which chosen ones, you're the most misunderstood people in the planet. But when people do not understand where you're coming from, they feel like they have to fear that because man fears what they don't understand. And out of that fear, they feel like they have to take action because people just can't stay in their own lane, ladies and gentlemen. No. I wish it was that simple. I wish it was that simple. Where people can feel that y'all's connection aren't really the same because you're going this direction, they're going that direction. Instead of being like, okay, you know, I'm still cool with this person. That's an individual I can build with. We just see two different directions to go, right? People don't see it that way because you got a lot of people who are, they're narcissistic to say the least. They have the spirit of preeminence where if you don't see things their way, then it's no way. You must be the enemy. You must be the adversary of everything that they represent. There's a lot of people like that who are threatened by your path. Just the fact that you didn't choose that direction with their narcissistic selves, they'll literally attack you for that. They'll go in attack mode. They'll create an enemy out of you. And they'll look at you as a person that they got to take out. And this happens all the time in the streets, man. There's body bags full of brothers that are lying in a grave right now because of people who got competitive jealousy against the next brother. You know how many brothers is in the streets eating? I'm talking about they in them streets eating. And of course, I'm against the street life. I'm against selling drugs to your own community. I'm against all of that. But just to show you how things work. There's guys making, what's up? There's guys making tens and thousands of dollars, right? On the streets every week. And everybody eating, the whole hood eating. But just because the next man getting his, what happens? They all eating, but why is there beef in the streets? Why are people getting murdered when everybody is making enough for their household? Because it's competitive jealousy. That's all it really boils down to. And that happens on social media. It happens at the workplace. It happens, I mean, everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. It happens at the schools. You know, it's always somebody. It's always that one person who want to get real close to you. Study your movements. The way you move, your in and out, your whereabouts. They want to befriend you. And from the beginning, it was fake. So some of you all are dealing with people who were agents from the get-go. You understand? They were agents from the very beginning. They were never there for you. Literally, they were sent by Satan in your life to watch you, clock you, stalk you, gather information. Some of these entities, and I call them entities because I believe some people are just demons altogether, right? Some of these entities, man, they go back to the ops all the time on you. They go to the ops on you all the time, bro. And they're gathering information from your ops. See, this is why I tell people, never be friends with a person who is friends with anybody that you don't rock with. Meaning, if somebody is friends with an enemy of yours or a person that you don't see eye to eye with because that person is, you know, detrimental to your way of life in some form or fashion, do not befriend a person who is friends with your enemies, bro. You know how dangerous that is? People who are friends with your enemies are your enemies. Let's make that very clear. And you got to understand, out here in this world, man, there's a lot of messy people, bro. Everybody's messy. Everybody's talking. Make no mistake about it. Everybody's gossiping. Everybody's chit-chat. So you cannot expect people to think of you as the person that you presented. Now, what do I mean by that? All you showed them was integrity. All you showed them was compassion. All you showed them was love, right? But since they listening to the streets, a lot of people are birds out here. They listening to what other people say about you, and they're actually believing everything they hear. And the way other people feel about you now becomes how they feel about you. And they still hanging with you. They still right up underneath you. They still at the club with you popping bottles. They still in the whip riding with you. Y'all still going places. Y'all still taking trips, hanging out, or whatever the case is. And the whole time, they got their ears to the streets. And they believe in everything they hear because they birds. Like, you need to count it all joy, man. The Lord showed you that they ain't right for you. They made themselves enemies. You should be happy that the Most High revealed to you who they were. You should be happy that they got exposed, because these devils always get caught slipping. They always get caught, and they always expose the fact that they envious, jealous, and that they really ain't rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do something. So you don't necessarily got to be paranoid to everybody you deal with, but bet your bottom dollar the signs will be there. But ultimately, when they slip, do what you got to do. I can tell you right now, I'm a very, very solo person. It ain't too many people I'm rocking with, and I advise you to do the same, ladies and gentlemen. Be on your solo. There's times where you got to really just cut the whole world off and get in your creative bag. Get into your initiative in life and keep it moving. You understand me? Like, that's how you get motion in this world, man. When you tapped in, when you take your Damascus road, when you plugged in with the Creator, and you take the opportunity to hear his voice, and you ain't got nobody around you to muddy the waters. It's just you, yourself, and the Most High. And he's sitting there pouring into your spirit, letting you know who is who and what is what. One thing about it, man, when you too active and you too busy, and the scriptures tell you this, you'll be concerned with the things of this world, but you have to find downtime. A man who finds downtime, he can get closer to the Most High. So it's good to work. It's good to put your best foot forward and be about your business. I'm not telling you not to, because you gotta live. You gotta make ends meet. But at the same time, the scriptures tell you, man, you gotta find some downtime. You know, the man is always working with his hands. The man is always on the grind. He don't really have time a lot of the times to really understand who is who and put everything in a perspective. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when it's time for you to decompress, chill, see this thing from all angles like a kaleidoscope. You dig? Real talk. What I'm giving y'all is a real game, and it's going to help you. But at the same time, you want to know why your friends then became Arch Nemesis? Because they were your enemies from the beginning. In the spiritual realm, they were already foes. They were devils, and they were placed there to test your resolve, to move you to the next level. And some of y'all insist on keeping them around. Now, for the life of me, I don't understand that. I can't resonate with that because, you know, I understand how dangerous these people are. All of that, keep your friends closer, your enemies closer, that's nonsense, y'all. Listen, I want my enemies so far away from me that I don't see them at all. See, chosen ones, people are blessed to have you in their presence, in their company. They're blessed. It's a blessing. They should be honored to be around you. Why? Because you're one of God's chosen. The Most High then moved in your life. The Most High then saved you from a lot of situations and gave y'all direction. He then blessed your eyes that you can see and blessed your ears that you can hear in a world where everybody got their heads in the ground and everybody is oblivious, walking around here believing all the lies of the world. The Most High God chose something different for you. He chose you to be set apart. He chose you to awaken from your slumber. That was a miracle in itself. The rest of the world, they dealing with a whole life crisis out here because they don't know where to go. The Lord gave you direction. Should you destroy your path or hinder your walk for a frenemy? Hell no. It's not worth it. Because Satan's minions and agents and these people who are trying to slander you, backbiting, gossiping about you, these people who are hating on you, they're only here to be enemies of progress. They're only here to be enemies of your progress. That's all Satan is about. Don't want you to progress. You want to destroy your enemy? Let me explain this to you. What's the best way of destroying an enemy? Success. Let your success be the hammer that slams down on these damn ants. And keep in mind that lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep, y'all. And when you resist the devil, he gonna flee from you expeditiously. Believe that. They hate it when you winning. They hate it when you being vindicated. I mean, it boils their blood. Literally, it boils their blood. You want people around who want to see you win. You got to understand, when you was getting out of them streets, some of you ladies, when you stopped hanging out with certain sisters, when you came into this truth, these ladies showed you who they really were, right? Ladies, you got to understand this, right? Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, when you was coming out these streets, there was demons in the kingdom of darkness that were being tormented because of your awakening. While the kingdom of heaven was rejoicing that, yes, they're not getting caught up in the matrix no more. Yes, they stopped doing certain things. Yes, they're taking care of their health now. Yes, they're not going to these places where there's shootings going on, these different clubs, different environments. Lord is like, yes, they finally are reading my word, and whatever devices or demonic strongholds they had, they're growing. They're not doing the same thing. Even if they slip up every now and then, at least the Lord is like, man, that they're elevating though. The kingdom of heaven is rejoicing, but the kingdom of darkness, they're being tormented down. There's demons being tormented. That's how you got to look at it. And these demons that's here on earth hacking people, they're tormenting those people who were sent and designated to destroy you. They were not able to take you out, man. You got to understand, you narrowly escape with your life. I don't think people understand how many near-death experiences y'all face on a day-to-day basis. Satan's goal is to kill you. He wants to kill you, and who else he going to use but people? He's going to use man to try to kill you. So you got to understand, you narrowly escape with your life time and time and time and time again. So when you come out of the muck and the mire, when you come and you travel through the soot and the grime and the dirt and the filth, and you make it on the other way, on the other side, and you unscathed and you ain't got a scratch on you, and the Most High done gave you grace and mercy, man, you can't backtrack from there, man. That's a death sentence. That's like you saying, Lord, I seen what you saved me from, but I love this person. I love that person. But I miss this person. I miss that person. Hey, look, the Bible says if you love mother, father, sister, brother, auntie, cousin, and them, anybody more than me, ye are not worthy of me. You're just not worthy. If you know that those people don't want you to elevate, if you know these people are not supportive of where you're headed, you're not worthy of salvation. So you got to be careful with that, because the Most High will give you back into the hands of the wolves, where it becomes evil communication corrupting good manner. Make no mistake about that. You deal with liability, something liable to happen. You bet your bottom dollar on that. You keep putting yourself around energy leeches, and then you wonder why you don't have the ability to move accordingly. Man, I heard so many stories as of late where brothers and sisters hitting me up. One sister, she was telling me about how her friends have, decided to pretty much put a whole smear campaign out on her. a whole smear campaign in which a lot of these women were just projecting on a sister. And a lot of times they'll do that. Things that they're out here doing in the streets, they'll lie and say you're doing it. It's very real. Some treacherous people out here. They will literally be projecting what they're doing, telling the streets that you're doing it. Now, why on earth would somebody do something like that? That's a person right there that got some extreme venom against you, some extreme hate, to the point where they're taking their self-hatred. This is what they do. Literally, they take their self-hatred and they project it to you. And that's what a lot of these people do, and this is why they're your arch nemesis. They have declared war. Yo, you'd be surprised at how many people have declared war on you that you don't even know of their existence. Because when you walking in this light, it affects people in a multitude of ways. So just of your essence alone, some of the things that you say, some of the things you do, you making enemies you don't even know exist, and they have vowed to destroy you. So you got to understand what the Most High have been protecting you from. He's been protecting you from a lot. Yeah, they need your light. Somebody said, I had someone who like a cousin do that to me. Was out here cheating and saying that they were with me. And their aggressive boyfriend came after me, calling me all types of 304s. I was so confused. Wow. See, you got to be careful who you hang it with. And some of these ladies out here, y'all got it bad, man. They be real catty and conniving and just sneaky and underhanded. I'm telling you, that ain't nothing like when a woman has an enemy, bro. Because they'll do you something dirty. These women will have your kids taken away. You know what I'm saying? They'll call CPS for no reason. And now you got to sit up here with social workers every week just because you didn't want to keep giving this girl relationship advice. That's how petty they are. Just because you wasn't here for them at a certain time because they have some type of unhealthy obsession with you, they'll call CPS on you. I'm telling you, women do stuff like that, bro. I'm telling you, women are something else, boy. They something else. That's why ladies need a man, because, you know, men are going to make sure you're not around certain females. Because there's something about that masculine energy being there where when a woman comes around, you know, she knows that she can't cross certain boundaries. You understand? When one of these fake friends come around, she knows she can't cross certain boundaries. But I can tell you now, these women be trying to dress like you. They be trying to talk like you, act like you, wearing your same hairdo. You know how demonic that is? They be literally on some hand that rocks the cradle, Leatherface, want to cut your skin off and wear it. That's how these women be, bro, with each other. I know it's very difficult for women these days to make actual friends. For real. It's very difficult. See, men and women aren't that much different, but this is why I believe it's easier for a brother to make a friend than a woman, because men are all about logic. And what I mean by that is, if we in the field of work, we doing the same thing, the ends justify the means, we're all going the same direction, working towards a goal. That's how friendship is built with men. That's how friendship is, that simple. Like, oh man, you do rooftops? Hey, I do rooftops. Hey man, you my friend. It's like that simple, bro. If we're doing something and it's like the same thing, you know what I'm saying? We just cool. Women just don't think like that, bro. They really don't think like that. Women be trying to hang out with other women because they look a certain way. Women are different characters, bro. Like all they homegirls gotta look a certain way when they go out. It's real vain, you know what I'm saying? It's vain, and that gets y'all in a lot of trouble because all your friends got to look a certain way for y'all to go out with them. You don't care about her character. You don't care about who she is. You don't know what her demos is. You don't know nothing about her. It's just like, oh, we look cute together in pictures. We look like sisters and cousins. It's all vain, bro. It's all vain, bro. But that's why you ladies need a man and who's practiced polygyny so you can have, some sister wives. That's why you need that. Let that man choose your friends so you don't get caught up with these conniving women out here. Yes, people say that makes no sense. This is what they do, bro. I'm not making this up. If I'm lying in the chat, you ladies tell me I'm lying. I'm not saying this for all ladies, but a lot of women do this. And then they wonder why your homegirl showing up at your house 5 in the morning with a shower cap on and she ready to, break in your house and throw you off the balcony. Because they be wanting a little more than just friendship. It be demons that's energy vampires that's legit latching on to you. Real talk. Somebody said, not if she hasn't healed from her trauma, there is no turning back. Right. I mean, I get that. Somebody said them shower caps is the new do-rags. 100. But man, I had a lot of people asking me, like, Bree, man, they hit me up on my email. I got like 20 emails. I'm like, this is odd. Because why is this happening to all the chosen ones all at once? I think it's a way of the Most High pulling at you, letting you know, like, yo, it's time for you to elevate. Anytime the Most High trying to take you to like a new level, you can expect certain people to flip the script. It comes with the territory. Why is that? They can't go where you going. They just cannot go where you going, man. Wherever the Most High have y'all going, man, it's very important that you get there. And it's a very special place, man. The Lord got a lot in store for his chosen going into 2024. Man, we got a lot to be grateful for, a lot to live for. He's going to be bringing a lot of us to our ascension phase this up and coming year. It's going to be a beautiful year for a lot of us, man. If we just stay focused and get all the distractions out of there. As I'm saying this, I know it to be true. A lot of y'all going to be vindicated from people who, tried to destroy you in the past. A lot of people are going to see that you were one of the light. And the Most High is going to fight a lot of the battles that y'all was having. And it's going to be also a year where a lot of your strongholds, a lot of the chosen ones going to break a lot of strongholds, a lot of vices, and just get that stuff out of there, man, and start to really manifest all their gifts and talents and actually do what the Lord put in place for them. You know what I'm saying? That time is coming. I can feel it. It's in the air. And a lot of the 2/3, a lot of the people who have become your enemies, you may see some of them take a hard fall, like a hard fall. Just don't be surprised if you seeing people getting offed out here. If you see the Most High just plucking people, bro. Just don't be surprised. If you see judgment on a vast level, to the point where it's going to be shocking to you, and he's going to be elevating some of y'all so quick, you ain't even going to know how to take it. You're going to be like, man, what is going on? See, all the times that you were keeping your mouth shut, meaning you wasn't retaliating against people, all the times you were humble, all the times where you were keeping his commandments, all those times where you avoided temptation, all those times where you prayed and read, all those times where you took the right way, the right path, the Most High going to reward that. Don't think for a second he don't see all the times you fasted, all the times you cried out, all the times that you took the road less traveled, all the times where you humbled yourself instead of going to war with wicked beings, all the times you were obedient to his commandment. Don't think he don't see that stuff. For the people who've been doing the right thing, he gonna bless you at his time. And the enemies and all of that, it's gonna drive them crazy, bro. I didn't live this time and time again. where your enemies don't know what to do. It's like, damn, I can't stop this person, to the point where they just gonna have to find peace with you. The scriptures say even a righteous man's enemies find peace with him. And I don't mean find peace as they want to be your friend or nothing like that. I mean find peace in the fact that they can't do nothing to you. It ain't nothing they can do. Your angels are guarding you. You in the right direction. You start to get your innocence, and you getting your dreams and your visions. And man, this is a beautiful walk. It's a beautiful walk. Yeah, they can't touch you, and we should have well over 1,000 likes, but you know how it go. If y'all gonna watch me, you might as well support me. Why not, you know? Somebody said, preach it. Strive to be at peace with your enemies. Being at peace don't mean that you're friends. Absolutely. Agreed. Wholeheartedly. Let's see. Somebody says, some people say they can't wait, but if you're aligned, it already happened. MP says, I love this stream, Bree. Already knew this message from previous videos, but it's always great to get a reminder. Absolutely. But I got to make sure I'm speaking to my new supporters as well. Because, you'd be surprised a lot of people don't go back, check the archives and see what's going on the channel. And a lot of times I'll be answering questions I already answered. But, I'm a content creator. This is what I got to do. Sometimes I have to reiterate certain things, because I've been getting that question a lot about friends turning to enemies. Proverbs 16:7, when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. And that's true. Proverbs 16. Okay, somebody shared the same scripture. Yep. But I'm telling you, man, don't concern yourself with people who have turned on you. There's a lot of people who's just coming into this truth who just dealing with betrayal. They just dealing with betrayal. And I'm going to tell you like this, man. It's got to come a time where you leave a lot of people behind, brothers and sisters. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Empress says, Newbury, you motivate me to be my best self. May God continue to use you as a living vessel. All praises. I'm glad that these words are not falling on deaf ears, man. And I'm glad that I'm able to do what I do. And it's a blessing. Somebody said this video is powerful, brother. Look at a lot of your older videos. I had friends who was going to war against me verbally, calling me childish. I'm currently on detox from that, brother. Yeah, a lot of times, man, when you elevate and them demons go in attack mode, they get real juvenile and petty. Man, I've heard so many stories within the last week. Even coming from family, you can expect certain spirits to be riled up in people. They don't like your light. They're not feeling where you coming from. Revelations 22:12, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. Absolutely, recompense is coming. Recompense is definitely coming for God's chosen. Wendy says, I have no worldly friends and don't hang around family now. Had to cut them off. Peace is valuable in my life. Man, peace is the one thing that you definitely don't want to have disturbed. Because if you can't function, man, ain't no way you can make it to the next level. Some of y'all in intimate relationships with people that you can't even focus with. Like people you just can't even begin to elevate, because it takes peace. If you don't have no peace, I'm going to tell you right now, you will not be able to reach your full potential. This is why some of y'all really got to get to yourselves. Because how you going to win if you ain't right within? How you going to win if somebody's always disturbing you? If it's always something coming from that person? Every time you take 10 steps forward, they want to drag you back a few steps. If every time you elevate, you got to deal with hidden jealousy. And you got to deal with the shadow work. People praying against you, they working against you. There's some of y'all sharing a bed with a person who working against you. They see you having a raise at your job. They see you becoming physically fit. They see you putting away certain vices, certain addictions. And instead of applauding your effort, they're showing that they was an enemy the whole time, y'all. They showing that they was an enemy the whole time. Why? Because like clockwork, while you're growing in development, something happens. And if nothing happens, they'll create a problem. How many of y'all been through that? How many of y'all have seen that? That's an enemy. That's a person that you got to keep at arm's length. That's a person that you cannot be around. That's a person that can't be trusted. That's somebody who can cost you your life. Because that's a person right there who actually hates you on the low. They hate you. They hate you. You have no idea how many fellas have been through hell and high water. And ladies. Brothers will tell you, there's some brothers out here who was on foot patrol. They wasn't mobile. The minute they get that whip, the minute they start to travel, the minute they start going places, all of a sudden they woman just showing out. What kind of spirit you think that is? Well, she don't want you to be a man and have no motion out here. She don't want you to be a man and be able to travel as we should. What kind of spirit is that? That's deep. That's demonic. There's a lot of those out here, man, that just want you brothers complacent. Don't want you doing nothing. Don't want you to make moves. That's horrible. And then you got ladies out here as well who come into the truth. And this side of the story is not told that much. But this happens as well, where women dealing with certain guys that they unequally yoked with, for whatever reason, they were dealing with a certain person and they ended up growing. And they attempted to win that man over through chase conversation, through all the things the scriptures tell them, because that's how you win a man over. Not by, threatening him as a man, not by trying to shove the Bible down his throat, not by flirting with other men in truth or trying to shove biblical teachers down their throat. You win that man over. If he was in them streets, if he was living a certain way and you got with him, you win him over through your conversation by showing your light. But here's the side of the story that you don't hear about. There's some ladies out here who took those steps, and it was too late because you were already paired up with an incubus, and he was an utter demon. He was a devil, a seed of Satan. And he wasn't going to let you just go into the truth without trying to take you out. That's why you ladies got to be careful with your gates, because there's some guys out here who would try to literally kill you before you start serving the Most High. There's women who have been through that. Don't make no mistake about it. That's not told that much. That story, you don't hear that part. But since they made a mistake of getting with a straight demon, because that's where that woman was at that time. That's where she was at that time, because you are who you getting with. If you was evil and wicked, you end up getting with an evil and wicked person, but somehow you were changing. And that man wasn't going to allow that. He wasn't going to allow that. There's some guys who turn domestically violent just because he don't want this woman to wake up. He want her to die. He want her to stay in her ways. He want her to stay toxic because he's toxic. He got the incubus in him. And vice versa. Ladies and gentlemen go through things like this, man. Where a person just will become totally heinous towards you. Totally just sick and would do whatever to destroy you. And I'm gonna tell you this, brothers and sisters. Here's another reason why a lot of y'all friends are becoming arch nemesis. Here's another reason. Peep this, I'm dropping a lot of jewels in this video. It's because they wanted something from you and you did not give them what they wanted. They were only in that friendship to gain something. You didn't reciprocate the same energy that they had for you. So what ended up happening is because you didn't give them your energy the way they wanted, they just straight up turned on you. It's like they were giving you all these compliments. They were using flattery. Anything to get close to you. They just wanted to be close to you. They would stroke your ego. They would give you words of affirmation and encouragement. But the moment they don't get what they want from you, they flip the script. And that's because you didn't give them what they wanted. They was in it for all the wrong reasons. And all the compliments, all the affirmations, all the encouragement goes out of the window. Now you an enemy. No. They were demonic from the beginning. They were narcissistic. I dare this person not reciprocate the energy I have for them. I dare this person not give me their energy. I dare this person not get involved in an intimate relationship. Because you got people like that too. You think you think this woman on your inbox is just feeling you as a friend or whatever the case is, but hey, it don't go the way that she wanted. You never know how she gonna act. That's why I don't believe in having female friends. Seriously, if it ain't some kind of interest, and I'm talking about on a lower level. Of course, you can have female friends in a certain setting or whatever the case is, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. But all of the things they said about you was thrown out of the window. Now you the worst of the worst type of person. You the most wicked, disgusting, vile person. They already had certain thoughts, but they just wanted you to reciprocate that energy. Real talk. It's a lot of people like that. That's why you got to be aware of people who just always constantly, flattering you. A lot of them have, ulterior motives. A lot of them want to gain something from you. It's something that you got that they want. So now they feel like they got to be your enemy. I dare that person not give me what I was fighting for. And it becomes hate. It becomes hate. And all of the respect is gone. All of it's gone. Let me see. Somebody said, that's that electrical charge from these crystals in the phone. I don't know what you mean by that. I guess you was responding to somebody else. Christopher Guzman says, how do you avoid them getting control over you in the first place? I guess you just got to be confident in yourself. How do you avoid them getting control of you in the first place? Well, you can't be easily impressionable. There shouldn't be a living soul that just gains control of you from meeting them. And I mean, in the sense of, there's not a person we should meet that should gain control over us when we meet them. I don't really follow you on that. Because we are our own people. And when you know yourself, see, for you to make a statement like that, I feel like you may need to spend more time with yourself, to know what makes you tick, to know, what your beliefs are. I think you need to spend time with yourself and understand how you view the world all the way. So nobody else can just come in and just overthrow who you are. And I would recommend you read the book of Proverbs. Read the book of Proverbs. It's going to give you a lot of wisdom. It's going to give you a lot of wisdom so you can know who is who and what is what. Meditate on the book of Proverbs. You know, keep the Almighty first. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with keeping God first. Because when you keeping Yah first, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, when you keeping him first, people just can't come in and really trick you or take control of you in no type of way. That can't happen. Let me see. Somebody said, know thyself and get a sense of self. Right. And everybody pound the like button. Ammon says, never allow anyone to take Yah's place in your life. Then no one else can take control. Exactly. See, what happens a lot of time is we idolize certain people and not even know it. Certain times people idolize another person, but don't even realize that you're idolizing that person. How? You put them before the Most High. You put them before your Creator. You put them on some type of pedestal, and you got to understand first and foremost, the Creator is no respecter of persons, and neither shall you. You cannot be a respecter of persons. Somebody that you even admire, somebody that you respect can be wrong. Can be wrong. You can be right about something, they can be wrong about something, but you can still have respect for that person. And you know, that's one thing about, you know what I'm saying, being men of truth. We got to learn how to kind of deal with people in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said a woman is attracted to the strength in a man. That is very true. Very true. Yeah, you got to avoid access points. That's a fact. And a lot of y'all ladies, y'all got to stop seeking advice from women who don't have results. Because they're going to show you that they're enemies too. Same thing with you brothers. Stop seeking advice from people who don't have results. Because let me tell you something. If they're not doing good in certain areas of their life, and you ask them for advice, they're going to show you that they're an enemy. They're going to lead you to something that didn't work for them. It didn't work for them. And they're going to give you the same advice so it won't work for you. Why? Because they want you right where they at. They don't want to see you elevated. Now, somebody give you some advice based on their life experience and they want you to avoid the pitfall that they fell into, then that's somebody that may have your best interest. If you got an individual like, yo, look, young blood, you got to get out these streets because these streets is undefeated. I've been shot, stabbed. I got hooked on dope. You know what I'm saying? I was arrested at so-and-so age. It held me back a lot in life. You know what I'm saying? It stopped me from really elevating. I lost a lot of people I loved. You know, I lost my wife. You know, I lost this, I lost that. Yo, I don't want to see you like that. Then that's a person who really looking out for you. But then you got these other people out here who made the same mistakes as you. And it's OGs out here that want to keep these youngins in the streets. That's why I can't get with a lot of these gang banging ass, 2/3 ass, wicked ass, former gang bangers, still online gang banging internet clowns that be trying to give game to the youth. And they sit around gossiping like a bunch of itches, you know what I'm saying, about street politics and leading these youngins in the wrong direction. Those people, hey, listen, those brothers don't have your best interests at heart. Because any real man who done been there and seen certain things in these streets and lived a certain way, let me tell you right now, 10 times out of 10, we're going to tell y'all not to go that direction. 10 times out of 10, we're going to tell you, look, It's just not worth it. Them streets is undefeated, bro. It's something better out here. Live the rest of your life like the Huxtables, because it's not fly to be in no pissy jail cell. It's not fly to be jumped in a gang and violated. You know what I'm saying? It's not fly to sell drugs to your own people. It's not fly to take the life of another man and have all these nightmares and be dealing with the aftermath and dealing with the psychological distress and dealing with the pain and not being able to advance and having mental disorders and turning to various medications and you self-medicating, because this is what happens. It's taking years and years off your life. A person who want to see you win gonna let you know the effects of the streets. I don't see these men online talking like that. I see them still having ghetto hood politics, taking a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Taking the same ideologies to podcasts, and these youngins who listening to it on the internet, they taking it to the streets. I don't know how I got on that, but that's something that really pisses me off, bro. That's something that really pisses me off. Because one thing about it, man, I lived a certain lifestyle at one point. And I understand, bro, like that's just not the direction to go. And a lot of dudes in these streets, you know, they be really lining up the youth, man. A lot of these gang banging old heads, man, they be lining a lot of young brothers out, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Floridian Rollo. He got some young men around him out there in Florida. And that's what I'm talking about, an OG. That's OG stuff. He's teaching them, you know, the ways of the Most High, building with them brothers. That's what I like to see. You know what I'm saying? I like to see older gentlemen leading these youngins in the right direction. And not saying that that these youngins ain't men, they grown men too. But it's good to have an OG in your corner. Good to have, it's good to have an older brother around you. It's good to have that, brothers. You gotta have you an older brother around you. I'm telling you, that can, you know, help you in certain situations. Shout out to Elder Shema, UNY. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Me and this brother, we born around the same time. And I don't really get into horoscopes or nothing like that. But I do believe there's certain similarities that come on birth charts. It just becomes witchcraft, idolatry, and magic when you putting up all those astrology charts and you actually like reverencing that. And you looking at it like it's the know all be all. And you're using it to manipulate others. And you're using it to channel and things like that. That's where astrology becomes an issue. But I do believe there is similarities when it comes to a person born at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, I'm over here just talking, man. You know how I go when I'm rapping with y'all, man. And I'm telling you, a lot of the brothers that I'm rocking with, they OGs. Somebody said, what about Sag? That's what I'm talking about. I'm born in December as well, Sagittarius. I think it's me, myself, Rollo, Elder Shema. There's a lot of brothers that I know that happen to be born the same time, bro. And that we just seem to connect. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't believe in coincidences. A lot of brothers that are friends and been friends, we born in the same month, around the same time too. It's crazy. Somebody said, speaking truth again, keep the excellent work up. Right, absolutely. And I'm going to tell you, some of the brothers, man, some of the OGs I've been around, man, that came into the truth, man, them guys, they from places like Detroit, Philadelphia, D.C., you know what I'm saying, New York City, places like that. Hey, how y'all doing? All right. Yeah, I'm doing a stream. How y'all doing? All right. Bless you. Yep. Somebody said not trying to get into horoscopes, but Sagittarius men tend to have spiritual gifts. Yeah, you know, I mean, we all got different gifts. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gifts are different. That's the thing. And I'm not in, like I said again, because you want to have people try to chop screw me. Oh, New Breed went, New Age. New Breed, he acknowledging horoscopes. Yeah, New Breed, that's not what I'm on. Because you have people say that, oh man, New Breed done flipped the script. He done went new age on us. Nah, bro. It's not that. But if you study, the book of Enoch, it does tell you that it's truth to it being certain abilities, skills, traits when it comes to our birth month. But when it becomes witchcraft and sorcery is when you begin to reverence it as 100% truth, meaning like you got the astrology charts, you diving all into the stars, you know what I'm saying? You using it to, you stargazing, and then you're looking at you're looking at your birth date, or looking at dates and say, I can't deal with this person because this person born over here, and I'm a fire sign, and they this and then they that, and we don't line up, and our birth chart is this. That's when it becomes like witchcraft at that point, bro. You legit tweaking. You know what I'm saying? You legit tweaking at that point. Because one thing about it, when we born again, we all different. Yeah, you into that damn moon magic. Because that stuff is a rabbit hole. You done started off looking at your daily horoscope. Now you got an alabaster box sitting in the middle of your living room. You sitting Indian style, burning sage, saying no home rain gang cure, no home rain gang cure. You just started off just looking at birth charts. Now you done went down a rabbit hole. That's how a lot of people get caught up in witchcraft. Real talk. That's real talk, bro. Somebody said I really needed this stream. Right, 100, man. Yeah, the brothers, man, that came out this troop, they not no soft brothers. Y'all understand, like, because we in this truth, people be thinking like, I don't know if y'all think like we like the Christian church. The brothers I know will punch you in your mouth and drag you. Like, seriously. The brothers of the UN are not playing with y'all, bro. I'm telling you, brothers will legit punch you in your mouth and drag you around the block like a rag doll. Real talk. If you disrespectful, like, it ain't no, you don't get it, bro. Like, people be thinking because brothers follow these scriptures, they don't have the spirit of might in them, bro. You don't, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. I don't know what people be thinking about men of the truth. But if you play around, you're going to get done dirty. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you play around, you're going to get done dirty. I'm telling you. You're going to be looking like Martin after Tommy Hearns got to him. I'm telling you. Because you thought it was safe. You thought it was cool to play with men of Yah. You thought it was sweet. Until we pull out that Hadouken. I'm being facetious, but for real, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what people be thinking, bro, in their head. I don't know. And they be thinking we don't know how to turn up. That's another thing. They be thinking we don't know how to turn up, have a good time. I remember, man, I went out with Elder Shemai, man. This man had the whole club jamming. Cause he from Detroit. He had the whole club doing that Detroit dance. Had the whole club moving. Y'all don't get it. They be thinking we, I don't know what they be thinking. They be thinking life stops when you come into the truth. What's that Detroit dance called? What is it called? Is it called line dancing? He had the whole club. It was dead until we got there. Y'all understand? The club was dead until the men of Israel got there, bro. It was dead. Everybody was standing up, Detroit Shuffle. Yeah, he was doing all that. It's like people think you come into the truth and just life stop. Nah. Y'all better ask about us, man. When we was out in Jamaica, man, with the like-minded people at the retreat, what you y'all think we ain't have a good time? Come on now. Come on now. We ain't no squares, bro. Like it ain't, I don't know what people think. Matter of fact, we got the vibes, we got the energy. Trust me when I tell you this. The rest of the world, when you go down to Atlanta, right? When you go to Atlanta, it's like NPCs all through the club. At least it's like that on a lot of clubs, right? All over the United States. A bunch of women with green, orange, and burgundy wigs. A bunch of guys walking around. Everybody want to be somebody. Everybody feel like they're a drug dealer, capo rapper in their own mind. Nobody's engaging with each other. Everybody just walking around like zombies, bro. Everybody walking around feeling like a pimp in their own mind. And it's like no type of interaction. It's the weirdest thing in the world. But since, see, the chosen ones still have livelihood. We still have life in us. Yeah, everybody walking around fronting. It's a bunch of social media bots. Everybody pretending like they in a music video in their own head. They're not even in reality. Walking around flipping the phone. It's corny, bruh. The rest of the world, the 2/3, the rest of the world is corny as hell, bruh. Like, I don't think you understand. They cheesy. They weak. They just no fun, bruh. They're no fun. They're no fun, bruh. I have a damn good time when I go. I make things fun, bro. Like people I hang with, they make things fun, bro. Cause we got the light of the Most High in us. Y'all gotta remember, Christ turned water into wine and said, "Keep this party moving." Y'all act like Christ wasn't going to weddings. You act like Christ wasn't having a good time, keeping a party going. Like, stop playing, bro. Like, who read the Bible for real? Who really read it? I don't even know how I got on this. Yo, sometimes this just how my streams go, bro. I just go on a tangent and I just start talking about whatever I want to talk about. Because if I feel good energy from the audience, that's how it is. Yeah, somebody said they're a 90s baby. Yeah, man, I'm a 80s baby, man. Yeah, man. So back to the topic. People want to know why your friends turn into enemies. It's because you got that light. You got the light of royalty. And they don't know how to deal with that. They can't even match your energy. A lot of people just can't even match your energy. Man, you might as well get the likes over 1,000, ladies and gentlemen. Might as well get the likes over 1,000. We almost got 1,200 people in the room. Somebody said, breed. You need to do more of these lives where you free flow on the real ish. Please, bruh. The Lord, he said, bruv, you must be from the UK. Please, bruv. The Lord's words run through you more than you know. Thank you, family. Yeah, there's times I do this. When you see me sitting on a porch, it's the freestyle videos. When you see me in the crib, you know what I'm saying? I'm pulling up sources, I'm teaching, edifying, and so forth. But yeah. But man, it is what it is, brothers and sisters. Hopefully y'all gain some insight on this topic, as well as, you know, vibed out with your brother here. Shout out to everybody who caught the broadcast. You know, if you like to support my work, support me at newbreed.love, and I see that there's $66 and super chats. And pardon me, excuse me for not reading those out. Sometimes I get caught in the zone and I don't see them. But I do thank y'all for supporting the work. I got more content coming. Make sure you turn the post notification bell on so you get these videos as they're being uploaded. I like to thank y'all. Somebody said the new track is fire. Oh yeah, if y'all haven't heard my new song, I got a new song called Only Time Will Tell. It's on New Breed Universal ENT. Go check that joint out. Everybody watching this who've liked the video, it'll be great if you all go over there simultaneously and just give it a click, because we trying to promote real hip hop. All right. So I like to thank each and every one of y'all. With that being said, shalom and peace.